What's going on, everyone? So, Jimmy Buckets is going to lead the Miami Heat to the NBA Finals. I don't see the Boston Celtics coming back winning four straight. I think it's a matter of when, not if, that the Miami Heat are going to beat the Celtics. I just don't trust the Celtics at all. I think the Celtics have more than enough talent to do it and pull it off. Just don't buy it, right? I just think Jimmy Butler by himself can beat the Boston Celtics if he ultimately has to. He has enough in the tank where he'll carry this team. And I just imagine that the Celtics are likely done either today or in Miami for Game 6. Maybe Boston makes it kind of interesting. I just don't think Boston's going to be enough to win this series. They're terrible at home. They're worse at home than they are on the road in these playoffs, which is crazy to think about. And I just think Miami believes and knows, like, look, we can beat this Celtics team. I think they just got a little relaxed because they're up 3-0. You see it happen. And I just think Boston, backs against the wall, desperate, they were able to pull out the win. I think, again, Miami ends up winning. But regardless, whatever happens, Jimmy Butler, whether he makes it to the finals or not, whether he wins an NBA championship or not, no matter what the result is this year, let's say it all goes beautifully, and Jimmy Buckets is able to go and win the title this year for Miami, right? Best case scenario. No matter what, the Miami Heat need to go get Jimmy Buckets some help. Go get Butler another star. Whatever you have to do, go do it. The Miami Heat are, every year, Jimmy Butler is leading this team to the conference finals or the NBA finals, basically a lock every year, and he's doing it with like 7 or 8 undrafted guys. Like, come on, man. Get this guy some help, right? Miami was very reluctant to trade Tyler Hero. I understood why. Guess what? Tyler Hero got hurt, and Miami just acted like nothing happened. They lost Tyler Hero and Victor Oladipo, and Miami is still cruising and is still going to make the NBA Finals without these guys. If they lose the NBA Finals, especially, if I am Pat Riley, I am taking Tyler Hero, all the draft picks, everything that I have, and I'm going and getting Jimmy Butler another star. Whoever it is, whatever it is, right? Now, I don't think you're going to be able to go get like a Joel Embiid if he becomes available, or, maybe you could go get like a Damian Lillard, right? Does Portland decide, hey, like, we should trade Dame finally. We got the 3rd pick. We shouldn't trade that to go build a team that's not going to win a championship. Like, Damian Lillard's only getting older, right? Can Miami basically package Tyler Hero and all their picks and whatever else you want? Basically, anybody but Bam, go ahead. It's yours. And go get like a Damian Lillard or something. Or can you maybe take Tyler Hero and a couple pieces and go get like even a Kyrie Irving? I know Kyrie isn't necessarily a Heat culture type of guy, but we've seen guys that have been I've had question marks about the Heat culture, quote unquote, and fit in seamlessly. Kyrie Irving also is going to want to be on his best behavior. Kyrie also just wants to play and get paid. With Jimmy Butler, I think, and Eric Spoelstra and Pat Riley and stuff, I just think that they would be able to keep Kyrie in check. And that would give Jimmy Butler another guy that he can rely on a nightly basis. And I think that is something that they really need. Jimmy Butler is absolutely incredible, but he's only getting older, right? He's only going to continue to get older. And I just think Miami is right there with Jimmy Butler by himself, essentially, right? Next year, he's going to be, 34 years old? He's got probably a couple more years, maybe 2-3 more elite level years before you start seeing that decline. I really think they need to go get somebody. I don't care who it is. Just help Jimmy Butler out. Trade whoever you got to trade. Like I said, keep Bam Adebayo. Keep Jimmy Butler. Outside of that, I would open up my entire roster. If you want Kyle Lowry and Tyler Hero, they're yours. If you want Max Strus, they're yours. Like Caleb Martin, he's yours, right? Caleb Martin's having a great run for Miami right now. Maybe he has some value. Like, whatever you got to do, they need another star. Jimmy Butler has shown that basically all I need is a bunch of undrafted guys and a guy in Zeller who was like the highest drafted player because he was like the fourth pick at some point. I just need basically a bunch of guys that nobody thought could even be in the NBA at one point. Put them on my roster, give me that dog mentality, and I can go win an NBA championship, right? If you just get him another star, I truly believe that Jimmy Butler will win an NBA championship. I do. I mean, look at what he's been able to accomplish without another star. Bam Adebayo is not a number 2. I like Bam a lot. He's not a number 2 option on a legit contender. He's just not. You're not winning an NBA championship with Bam Adebayo as your number 2 unless Jimmy Butler just goes off and averages 50 a game in this NBA Finals. As unfortunate as it is, because I would love to see Jimmy Butler win an NBA championship this year. Like, I am heavily rooting for him. I don't know how you can't, but in reality, I think Miami just gets steamrolled by this Denver Nuggets team. I just don't think they have enough to stop Denver. I don't think that they get swept or anything like that, but I think Denver wins pretty handily, 5, maybe 6 games, and that's just unfortunate because it's just like if Jimmy Butler had one other guy that could show up consistently on a nightly basis, I really believe that they could win. Somebody else that could close down the stretch or help him close down the stretch, I think he'd win an NBA championship. I really believe if you can get a Damian Lillard, Kyrie Irving, somebody that's actually potentially available, maybe even like a Trae Young. Although I worry about Trae Young's efficiency at times, at least he's a guy that's not afraid of the moment, that, will ball out. He's an assist leader, all of those things. He's a guy that go get you 25, 30, and also go get you, 12 to 15 assists. Like, that's something that I think would help a lot too. But just get Jimmy Butler another guy. Stop holding on to Tyler Hero like he's the second coming of prime Klay Thompson. I don't think so. Look, Tyler Hero is a great player. I think Tyler Hero has a world of talent. I think he's a guy that could really be a nice piece for Miami in the foreseeable future. He's still only, 23 years old, something like that. Trade him. Get rid of him. Go help Jimmy Butler get that other star. Take Tyler Hero, and I think, Miami has like 2 firsts that they could trade and something like that, and a couple pick swaps. Whatever it is, go get Jimmy Butler another guy. Like, it doesn't even have to be like a top 5 guy, right? It doesn't even have to be like a Kevin Durant or something like that. Just go get him a guy that on a nightly basis can consistently contribute and be that secondary guy for Jimmy Butler. Maybe even some nights be a number 1 guy on Miami, right? Like, whatever you gotta do. If you're the Heat, you push your chips to the table and you go get Jimmy Butler some help. They should have done this a while ago, in my opinion. I think they probably would have already won an NBA championship. I mean, Jimmy Butler was a basically in and out 3 away from being in the NBA Finals back-to-back years, right? Like, get this man some help. Do something. Like, I feel like, you're the poking with the stick. Like, come on, like, do something. Like, make something happen. Come on, Pat Riley, work your magic. Figure it out. Miami's also shown the ability to take these hidden gems and turn them into quality rotation guys, right? So even if you do lose a Max Strus or, whoever, right? Like, who cares? You can replace those guys. Go get Jimmy Butler a secondary piece. If you have Kyrie Irving, Jimmy Butler, and Bam Adebayo, right, you're going to get to the playoffs, and you're going to get Himmy buckets, playoff Himmy. You're going to get him in the playoffs, and you're going to win an NBA championship, more likely than not. And I just think Miami has an opportunity here. I think that they have a window. I don't think any team next year is going to be that much better, right? Like, I don't. I don't think any team is going to be that great. Unless, like, Joel Embiid gets traded to the Celtics without having to give up Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. Like, the East is going to be relatively the same. There are a lot of question marks about the Milwaukee Bucks. What is Milwaukee going to do? Right? Boston, what are they going to do? If they end up losing this series, Boston might just blow the whole thing up. That's a real possibility, right? I don't see any major threats in the Eastern Conference that are that much better than the Heat with playoff Jimmy, right? And if you can go get him another star, I think he's at least top 3 team in the Eastern Conference. Philadelphia might completely fall apart. If the rumors are true and Harden is out, that's it. There's Philly. Philly's gone. So Miami's going to be a top 3 team in the Eastern Conference. They might not finish top 3 because they're just trying to get to the playoffs. They don't really care about seeding, as we see with this playoff run. But if you can go get him another star, you're going to make the playoffs. You're very likely going to win an NBA championship, or at least be in a position to potentially win an NBA championship. Use this window while you can, because nothing's guaranteed, right? And now this is 2 straight years that you've basically had an opportunity to be in the NBA Finals, and all Jimmy Butler needed was just some slight help. And 2 years before that, he was in the NBA Finals, and just if he had one other person, one other help, who knows what would have happened? You know, I mean, they Miami with Jimmy Butler gave the Lakers the most trouble out of pretty much anybody. And if they would have had somebody else, who knows? Jimmy Butler was just exhausted in that series. Right? So you have this window with Jimmy Butler. Use it. Capitalize on it. Go get Jimmy some help this offseason. Whether they win the championship or not, go get him some help. He needs it. He earned it. He deserves it. Miami needs to do their part. But anyway, as always, this is a discussion, so I pass the question on you. Let me know your thoughts. Opinions down in the comments below. Do you agree with me? Disagree with me? How do you feel? Whatever your thoughts are, love to hear it. Let me know.